In the last video, we looked at the DeReverb module. Now in this video, I want to show you the DialogueDeReverb. This module is slightly different and is more focused on dialogue, where with the DeReverb, you can really use it on dialogue and other sources as well that have got some reverb in the sound. How it differs is this module doesn't require you to learn a reverb profile from the input before processing it. Instead, it uses a machine learning algorithm that can identify the separate reverberant components and the dialogue components in the input signal. After separating them, the reverb signal can be independently adjusted. So let's go through some of these components. Starting off, you've got reduction. This adjusts the gain reduction of the reverb. Then you've got sensitivity. This determines how much of the input signal will be identified as reverb. Higher values can introduce some artifacts, so you're going to have to tweak this and check if it introduces any artifacts. Then you've got ambience preservation, and this basically retains some of the ambience that was in the background of the reverberated sound. Also, you've got a separation algorithm that determines how to separate the reverb from the dialogue. Going up, you've got channel independent that's less CPU intensive and looks at the input signal, where with joint channel, it's looking at the input signal of the reverberated sound before and after. And then you've got advanced joint channel, which is way more CPU intensive, but you get better results. So for previewing, if you're using advanced channel, it may take a bit of time to buffer through, but probably when you render out, you'll get a better result. I'm going to stick with joint channel. Let me play a bit of the audio and adjust these parameters and you can hear what difference it makes. I'm using the same sample as the previous video, so let's just play it through first and then we'll preview it. This is the sound of a voice being recorded in a sort of big room, so you're getting the voice hitting the walls and the reflections coming back, giving you that reverberated sound. So you can hear the reverb in that sound. Now let's select a portion and preview it. This is the sound of a voice being recorded in a sort of big room, so you're getting the voice hitting the walls and the reflections coming back, giving you that reverberated sound. Increase the sensitivity. This is the sound of a voice being recorded in a sort of big room, so you're getting the voice hitting the walls and the reflections coming back, giving you that reverberated sound. Now this is the sound of a voice being recorded in a sort of big room, so you're getting the voice hitting the walls and the reflections coming back, giving you that reverberated sound. Now let's increase the ambience preservation. Sort of big room, so you're getting the voice hitting the walls and the reflections coming back, giving you that reverberated sound. I'm going to increase that reduction, and I'm going to render that all out. So taking a listen, this was it before. This is the sound of a voice being recorded in a sort of big room, so you're getting the voice hitting the walls and the reflections coming back, giving you that reverberated sound. And now with the DialogueDeReverb module. This is the sound of a voice being recorded in a sort of big room, so you're getting the voice hitting the walls and the reflections coming back, giving you that reverberated sound. So it does a great job of separating the dialogue from the reverb components. Gives extra clarity to the dialogue, and if you want to, you can reduce the reduction and increase the ambience preservation if it feels like it's adding too many artifacts or changing the dialogue tone too much. Quite a simple module, but it really does work well if you're just using it on dialogue. If you're using it on other material where you need to reduce the reverb, then you might want to go for the DeReverb module. But if it's just on dialogue, this is a great module just to jump for where you can quickly get good results. You can even check out some of these presets to see if they work. For example, maybe you want dialogue clarity. You could jump for that and test it out. So that's the two DeReverb modules. Now let's move over onto some others.